Did you know that you can get legal help without breaking the bank? Seth and Cambria Nwosu with Sun Inc. are joining us today. Great to see both of you.
Likewise. Thank you for having us.
So, Seth, tell us about Sun Inc. and the services that you provide.
Well, first of all, I'm not an attorney. I can't give people legal advice, and I can't represent persons in court, but I may be able to assist people with their legal research needs, their legal document prepare needs, as well as their notary public needs. So, I guess in a nutshell, basically we offer a certified paralegal service that helps people do legal research because they may not know how to go and find statutes and case law and stuff like that to help prepare their pleading, and then taking that legal research and then now basically making that a draft into a complaint or demand letter that they can file with the court.
And I noticed on your website that you are a mouthpiece for the voiceless. Can you explain what that means?
I think justice is elusive if you cannot afford to obtain it. And even on top of that, you may know that you want to get an end result accomplished, but you may not know how to verbalize it, and how to say it, how to articulate it in a manner in which is acknowledged by the court. So you need a person that understands it, can almost transcribe to almost dictate what you're saying and put that more in a legal context, still using plain language, but that is understandable to the court, and if you're going against like an opposing counsel. So you need that advocate that can advocate on your behalf in that regard.
That's so great. And Cambria, tell us about the nursing consulting services that you offer.
Yeah, so I piggyback off of my husband's legal expertise, but there are cases where clients may think that they were wrong somehow in the medical field or in the nursing field. So I'm there as an expert to go through their medical records, give them a timeline of how things happened without being biased. So they need that unbiased view of what exactly happened in that case, and to see and just give them a medical opinion on whether it's actually true to trial or if it's something that's not really legally warranted. So I do assist people on that as well. So
okay. And so who would benefit the most, would you say, from your services?
We deal with individuals and entities. So you could be an individual self-represented person, or you can be an entity like an attorney. You could be a business. You could be a government agency, if you will. We cover all four parameters of the market. Primarily, we deal with individuals that are self-represented and looking to deal with either landlord-tenant matters. Sometimes you get people with contract automobile matters. Sometimes you got people that want to file for divorce or child support, or modification orders, or whatever, forcible detainers, whatever the case may be. We try to help guide them through that process and make it not only more easy to flow through, but affordable to ascertain.
And the list goes on. Tell us about the legal document preparation services and the certified paralegal services that you offer.
So as a legal document preparer, basically, for instance, a person may need to draft a demand letter. If they're trying to start like a complaint or something, they may not be able to do the complaint up front that they're going to file with court. They have to put that person on notice, whoever they're suing, whether they're suing an individual or a business. So they would hire me as a document preparer to prepare that document. But initially, you have to do the legal research because you have to know what to put in the document. So that may consist of primarily dealing with either statutes or rules or administrative codes or laws, whatever, I guess, genre of issue that you're dealing with. You need to know the rules of engagement first. Then you can put those rules of engagement, that case law, into that drafting.
And lastly, do you offer notary public services?
Yes, I order notary public services and also mobile notary public services. So if you are sick and shut in, I'll come to you. I'll come to you even to do the initial intake for any of the services, actually.
All right, and it's time for that special offer.
Basically, we offer, free consultation with the call-in. You can talk about whatever your matter may be. We'll do the intake. If it also consists of using the nursing consultant service, Cambria will also assist you with that matter as well.
Seth, Cambria,
yes.
Great talking with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
I thank you for having us. I appreciate your time.
And for more information on Sun Inc., visit sunincorp.net or on the number on your screen.